PHP runner, like a bridge, silent architect, building up the future where the code once wrecked. A painter with no brush, yet it paints with ease. A symphony of data, flowing like the breeze. The canvas is bare, but it calls your name. Come and create, you're not the same. No need to fight, no tangled threads. Just weave the web where logic treads. A click of choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHP Runner guides you to the light. From grids to charts, from lists to views, turns the complex into simple cues. No more struggle with code, so rare, invisible now, but everywhere. For the dreamer, the artist, the coder too, PHP Runner whispers, your vision's true. No more wrestling with the syntax maze, just create and let the platform blaze. Or click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHP Runner guides you to the light. For the novice or expert you see, a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic, simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. For the novice or expert you'll see, a world of apps is now set free. A tool of magic, simplicity crowned, where beauty and data are found. Click a choice, now take your stand. Dynamic pages at your command. Databases dance and forms take flight. PHP Runner guides you to the light. Yeah, PHP Runner guides you to the light. In a world where your dreams take flight. Yeah.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Welcome to Livestream 20 here on PHP Runner Tips and Tricks. I want to remind you that you can, of course, become a member for as little as $1 per month, which will support me and help keep the channel going. Thank you very much for those who have already joined. Your support means a lot to me, really. Another way you can help me is to like this video and subscribe to this channel. It literally takes 1 second of your time. Click on like, it doesn't cost you anything, but you have no idea how much a single like and subscribe helps me out. Okay, today I'm going to follow up on a tutorial Sergi made a few days ago. It's called Best Practices Using Git and SVN from a Security Point of View. There is a link in the description to that tutorial, so please go and watch it if you haven't done so already. Basically, Sergi explains in that video how to use environment variables on a Windows system. I am going to do the same, just on an Apache server. One of the most common mistakes developers make is hard coding secrets directly into their application code. This is a huge security risk, especially if your code is ever pushed to a public repository like GitHub. Your secrets are now exposed for the world to see. Okay, here I am connected via FTP to my personal Apache server. I'm trying to blur out some sensitive information, so please forgive me for that. I find the public_HTML folder, and in here you'll find a .ht access file. I'm going to drag and copy this file to my local machine by dragging and dropping it into, you will see there it's going to dtemp htaccess. So now I have it locally on my computer. It's not on the server anymore. Well, it's still on the server, it's just a copy. I'm going to open it up, and it opens up with Notepad++. Now I've tested this .env environment file before, but it didn't work. So what we need to use is this files.htaccess, like you see here. This piece of code is extremely important. What it does is it prevents anyone from accessing your, let me just change this as well, .htaccess file directly from a browser, you know. So if someone could access this file through their browser, example by navigating to it, they would gain access to all your application's secrets, which would be obviously a major security breach. The access file, htaccess file rules ensures that this such attempt is actually blocked. It won't happen. So let me just zoom in the back again a little bit. Okay, now let me save it. You'll see that I already have set some environment variables in here. So the variable is actually now saved in the server. If you run this application, or if you open up this website, it's called dbhost, users, pass and name. Now the values I have here is just for example purposes. It's not the real username and passwords that you would need to connect to this database I'm talking about right now. It's obviously completely different values. For security reasons, I'm not going to show this on the screen. I just want to show you the general idea. Okay, so now I can close this. Remember, now that we have made changes to this .htaccess file, I have to put it back onto the server by just dragging and dropping it from where it comes from. And now FileZilla is asking me, do I want to override this one on the server? And I say yes, I want to override it. So that is basically how you would set your environment variables in that file. Okay, here I open now just one of my applications. Let me just zoom back here quickly. Okay, from here I'm not gonna do much. All I'm gonna go is basically I don't have to do anything here. I want to go here to the, you will see that we are on the default location. Click on a new location and name it, give it a new name. Now in my case, I'm just, for this tutorial, for the purpose of this tutorial, I'll say it's a Apache Live, because I know it's Apache Live I don't know, server or connection, doesn't matter, whatever you want to call it. And all of this is now gonna need passwords. But instead of setting the actually host user and password, I actually set, oh, sorry what I'm doing now. Let me, okay, there we go. You will see that instead of the actual host and password, I'm using the environment variable that's now going to be supplied by the server. And that's simple as that. You can obviously put this 3306 why don't I, yeah, the 3306, you can put that in an environment variable as well, but I just decided not to. Okay, and the same way you can work with what you call it, other secrets like API keys and so on. Anyway, make sure that I am on the live server now, Apache Live server. I'm going to save it and bolt the project. And let's just wait for it to bolt quickly. I'm not going to view it in browser now. Now I'm going to FTP upload. Now here again I apologize for blocking out some stuff that may be sensitive, but I just want to show you what I do. I have already a root connection to that Apache server. I'm going to copy this location. Okay, now there's too much information that I don't want to show, but the idea is I'm going to browse. It browsed my server now. This section in blue over here that I blocked out is actually the domain name, and I don't want to share that, so I'm actually going to keep it blocked. If you open it up, you'll see that I already have some files in here, but I am gonna make sure it's selected, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask PHP Runner to create a directory for me. Now here it asks me what do I want to call the new directory or folder name, and I'm just gonna call it test. Okay, and then if I click OK, it's gonna take some time. It will collapse that and it eventually creates the test. Well, it didn't take long at all. I'm just clicking OK, and before I can click OK now, I think, no, hold on, I must rename my location, rename the FTP location to something else I'm going to overwrite the root location that I have here. Okay, because I made a copy of it. Okay, now I make sure that I selected the correct one, and then the test that I have here, and then click upload. Now, depending on your internet speed, this may take several minutes, or in my case it's not too quick. It's probably quicker for most people, but for me with this internet, okay, there we go, everything. I can close it, and now my application is online, and here it is. It's working on my domain, and it's using variables from the environment, from the server environment. So amazing, so amazing. So if someone gets hold of my code, they can't see the password, and I've made sure that you can't browse to that .htaccess file as well. That is simply not gonna work as well. So let's go to the chat and see if anybody have something to ask. And what do you think? Let me see. I can see there's a few people online. Anybody want to say something? Nobody? Quick and short, not too difficult to understand. I think it's clear and very handy. Yeah, just remember that it's not a problem if you use the passwords in your code, because people can't see that anyway. But the problem comes only really when you submit your code into some sort of repository there in GitHub or SVN or anywhere where your code is now available for everybody else. Now they can see the username and passwords and ports and what, or even API codes and things like that. So the reason for this is just mainly for that. So it's it's obviously more secure to have your server saved or have the passwords instead of the code. So the code is getting it from the server environment. Very common practice actually. It's nothing new. Can continue using this, but the normal way, or you can do it this way. It's all up to you. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you up much longer then. Thank you very much for joining. It's Friday, at least where I am, so may you have a wonderful weekend. Till next time.